Okay, this is gonna be the last review of the night. What this is gonna be about is the top four classic TV shows of all time. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna start at number four, and that's I Dream of Jeannie, Barbara Eden. I think this is a show that, frankly, well, it was one of a kind, honestly, at that time. I mean, it has a fair amount of TV seasons, honestly. And there was talks about doing a movie at some point, but I know that they didn't do that, which I'm kind of glad because I don't think it would have been as interesting. Um, so we're gonna go to number three, and number three, honestly, is Bewitched. Um, Bewitched, Darren, and Samantha. I mean, come on, who doesn't know these shows? They were very popular. There was also uh, later on there was a spin-off where they did a movie with Nicole Kidman and Will Ferrell. Um, well, personally, it's not bad, but I'm more of a fan of the actual TV series. I thought the TV series was really funny and interesting. Okay, so number two, and I've had to think kind of hard about this. I am gonna go with the Munsters. Um, Now the Munsters was on for at least I believe four seasons. Um, because later on they did bring it back, I believe, and they had different cast members. But I have to be honest, the first two seasons I think were the originals, and those are the ones that I was more of a fan of when I was younger, when it was on Nick at Night. Um, Now, number one, I'm gonna say the Adams Family. Honestly, um, the the Adams Family, I felt like, I mean, Morticia, Gomez, Fester, Pugsley, Wednesday, Cousin It, Lurch, Mama. I thought that show really showed that it could be a scary show, but at the same time, it had the comedy and the weirdness to it that, frankly, I thought was kind of friendly for all ages. And then later on, we get, movies in the 90s where, you have Christina Ricci play Wednesday Adams, and I mean, you have Angelica, and then you have, well, you have Christopher Lloyd himself, So, I mean, I really felt like those movies really defined what the Addams Family was capable of doing. Plus, Fester's Quest, one of the best NES games ever made, as far as I'm concerned. Um, Now, there were some other spin offs, like the New Addams Family TV show that was aired on Fox Family for a short time. But I have to be honest, I was a fan of the original show and the movies that came along after that. Plus, the Halloween special was kind of interesting too. Um, so those are the TV shows that I felt like needed to be on this countdown. Um, there are some other ones that aren't on here, you know, but again, I'm gonna do another countdown later on that will have the other shows in them. Like I know a lot of people like Gilligan's Island and Green Acres, and well, I mean Taxi, and Mork and Mindy, and Batman, the '60s, TV show. Actually, it might have been the '50s. I think it was '50s when it first aired. Um, but Adam West. I mean, yeah, he should definitely be, on this countdown. I feel like he developed TV comedy and action at the same time. Um, but I felt like these were the shows that belonged in this type of a countdown. Those are the ones I kind of grew up watching a little bit more than the other ones. Obviously, Get Smart is another one that people will know. And Dick Van Dyke and the Mary Tyler Moore Show and Bob Newhart and all this, all the other stuff. Um, But again, those will be on the other countdown that I'm going to be doing later on in a few weeks. So, these are the ones that I felt like belonged on this type of a countdown. They are the shows that I love, respect, and I still watch them today. Some of them are on Hulu, and I believe Dick Van Dyke is on Netflix. So I think they just put Adam's Family back on Hulu, and Netflix has the rights to the Munsters for the first two seasons. Now there were Munsters movies as well. I think there was three of them, and I actually own two of them. I think that they were fairly decent. Um, but again, I was more of a fan of the TV show. So, but this is something I just wanted to let you guys, have your own opinion on it. But those are the four shows that I felt like belonged on this countdown. So, thank you. Bye.